Hey, it's Thomas Mulready from CoolCleveland.com, and we're here today at Malley's on Brook Park Road at their big headquarters and factory. And we're here today with Packy Malley, the one, the only. Thanks for meeting with us today, Packy.
My pleasure. Thanks for coming to Malley's.
It's great to be here. You are the fundraising expert.
I am.
Of Malley's, which means what? You help folks sell Malley's chocolates?
We help a lot of schools and organizations raise money through selling of Malley's chocolates. And that could be Cub Scout groups or a whole lot of football teams or the band or just the whole school in general. Right. So my brother Bill and I, that is one of our many jobs here as fundraising experts.
That's right. And these groups can make a lot of money, can't they? I mean, the profit margin can be up to 50% on this.
It can be up to 50% on the candy bars, and it's 33% for our Christmas and Easter programs. They're very successful because they also utilize the internet, and people are allowed to sell Malley's chocolates to their relatives that have moved out of town or to friends and family in California or Florida, and it's a very successful program and very easy.
You guys talk about successful. Malley's now been around since
1935. Right.
Based right here in the Cleveland area, started in Lakewood, obviously not the store you're at, but down the street a little ways on Madison. And now you're about ready to open up 2 more stores, is that right?
Yeah, we'll be opening up our 19th and 20th locations, one in North Ridgeville. I'm sorry, North Royalton. North Royalton and Strongsville. And we should be up and rolling probably by October.
That's crazy. That is, and through all this, with the economy the way it is, and you guys are still opening up candy stores. What's your explanation for that?
Well, I think we're just satisfying the needs of certain communities, and you know, where there's good traffic, there's people that want tasty chocolate, so we're filling that void.
Oh, and speaking of tasty, the one thing that I love about you, Packy, and we've known each other for years, is your love of good music. And you've had this love your entire life. You have been running this Mid West Reggae Fest, and you're doing your 20th, speaking of 20, your 20th.
Yeah, that's what Malley's is waiting on. 20 stores for 20 years of the Reggae Fest.
So talk about this. I mean, really, it is literally one of the largest reggae festivals in the entire country, probably the biggest one in the Midwest for sure.
Easily.
Easily.
Yeah.
It's 3 days at Nelson Ledges Park.
Uh-huh.
But talk about how this started years ago.
Well, it started 20 years ago, and I got the inspiration from a Robert Lockwood Jr. blues festival that he put on at Meadow Ridge Farm.
Oh, no kidding.
And when I was at his blues festival, I thought, you know, I was a big fan of the original rock and reggae festivals that used to be at Meadow Ridge Farm.
Right.
And I thought, as great as those things were, we needed more reggae. And so when I went to Lockwood's Blues Festival, that's where the inspiration came to do an all-day reggae concert. And so I was out at Meadow Ridge Farm for 15 years.
Right.
And then I thought, because of the event planning that takes place and the fact that it would be over by 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock.
It was a one-day
deal.
Event, right?
And it was a beautiful event for 15 years.
Yeah.
But I really tried to make it a bigger and better event. And so now it's going 3 full days all the way till curfew, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And it's out at Nelson Ledges, and the other major thing is that it provides camping out at Nelson Ledges.
Absolutely.
And the swimming is probably the best in Ohio with a natural quarry right there with super clean water.
It's amazing.
And it's
out
fun,
there.
and the camping, and it really stretches out the whole weekend and makes it an event. And there's a lot of people that come from you know, Florida and Texas and California, some of our vendors.
I'll bet, yeah.
I mean, it's a big operation.
It is. This is like this is going to be like Woodstock, 3 days.
Yes.
Of
3 days of peace and music.
Peace and music. That's basically what you got going. Where did your love of reggae start? You know, I mean, a guy like you grew up in Lakewood.
Yeah. Well,
where did that come from?
I've always been a big Grateful Dead head.
Okay.
And one day we went on a camping trip, and we were listening to a Grateful Dead tape, and on the other side of the tape was Bob Marley's Rasta Man Vibration album.
Yeah.
And it was
just sort of random. It was
massively intrigued by that. And this was 1982, so this is a year after Bob Marley passed away.
Yeah, this wasn't really when the first reggae wave hit, even in Cleveland. I remember they were playing it in the early 70s, right? Peter Tosh and Jimmy Cliff and all that.
I didn't graduate from high school until 1983, so a lot of that's a little before my time.
Sure.
But when I came around, I was mesmerized by Bob Marley, and then that included me searching out other reggae artists. And then in 1986, when I was down at Ohio State, I was a reggae disc jockey for a number of years, and that's kind of where it started, and where I really learned more and more about reggae music. And then when I moved to Cleveland where I moved back and I started this festival in 1992. So now we're at our 20th year.
So you kind of brought the whole reggae thing back, because you still do DJ work.
Well, I DJ weddings.
All along.
Right.
Yeah.
Every single Saturday night.
And are these Rastafarian weddings, or is this?
No, I've never done one of those.
No.
These are your more standard, traditional type of weddings.
Right.
And I mean, I occasionally pop in a really great reggae song for dancing or during the cocktail hour. But they're not like reggae weddings.
That's too bad. But listen, where did this? I mean, the idea of taking it so big, is that just in your blood? Something that, because it takes a lot of work. Believe me, I'm a guy who's done a lot of events. This is not for the weak of heart. And you do them for a few years, and a lot of people burn out because they're so exhausting. You just continue to take it and grow with it. What is it?
I just keep wanting to make it as the best festival it can possibly be, and that includes obviously starting with the entertainment. So we have like some of the best reggae artists from Jamaica that have played the festival every single year.
Yeah.
And it's
you got some pretty big names like Yellow Man.
Yeah, Yellow Man will be on the bill. Right now, the super hot female artist in Jamaica is a woman named Itana. I mean, they sell her CDs in all the gift shops and everywhere. And so I always try to have like somebody very current. And then of course a lot of the old school reggae guys,
the classics.
The classic reggae artists, and then of course a lot of great Midwest and even Cleveland reggae artists.
You got Carlos.
Carlos Jones and the Plus Band, and Umoja Nation, and Ja Messengers are some of the local reggae artists that are part of the bill. But there's like 20 artists or so over 3 days, and it's camping and swimming, and a lot of people get engaged at the reggae festival, and there's all kinds of special events that happen at the Reggae Fest.
It's a cultural event, really. I mean, you really come for the experience of it. And again, going back to your Grateful Dead days, that this is closer to that kind of a crowd. It's really there for the experience of the whole thing.
Yeah, and it's great because the people and the security, especially out at Nelson Ledges, love the Reggae Festival, because there's never even been a fist fight at this thing in 19 or 20 years, and
pretty mellow crowd.
It's a little bit of an older crowd, and a lot of the people bring their kids because of the great swimming and all that. So it's a big time family fun event, and it's just a very peaceful. It's reggae music, so people aren't all crazy at the thing. It's everyone's just there to just chill out and have a great time and enjoy the reggae dancing.
The music runs till what time?
Curfew, every night at 11 o'clock.
And so at that point, most of the people are camping. So again, it's kind of a mellow scene. It's not everybody rushing to get back on the highway and go home.
Right. Yeah, there's a lot of drum circles going around on the beach. And then one of the nights we're having like an acoustic reggae set with Marty Dredd, a Hawaiian reggae singer, and Carlos Jones late night on Friday night. And then there's fire dancers out there on the beach, and it's very exciting. It's a lot of fun.
It's a beautiful place, and I just want to thank you for everything you've brought to this community. You're not only the chocolate and the reggae, but you've got a great spirit, Packy, and you're just an asset to this community. I just want to thank you. And,
thank you, Thomas, and I love Cool Cleveland. It's a great e-zine.
Listen.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, sure. E-zine is fine, You call it whatever you want.
I love it.
Thank you for doing your thing. 20 years, 20 stores.
Yeah.
Big year for you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for taking time, Packy.
My pleasure.
Hey, it's Thomas Mulready from CoolCleveland.com. Have a great week in Cool Cleveland.
Listen,
it's fine. Thomas. 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 Thomas.